Yo, hangover gang. Today is Tom's Day, and we all know what happens on Tom's Day. And today is a very, very special Tom's Day because our man Tom MacDonald, hangover gang, has dropped balloons. Yes, balloons. Balloons normally rise, but today Tom has dropped balloons. And guys, I'm amped for this. I'm really excited. I don't know why, but I am. And for those that know, I also dropped Hangman just a few hours ago, just as a little aside. So hopefully you guys can check Hangman out if you haven't checked it out already, the reaction. As soon as you've listened to this one, I think that was a really good reaction. I really like that track, Hangman. I think it was absolutely brilliant. But there you go. But today it's balloons and our man Tom. I can see him now. He's looks like he's on the top of the mountain and he's looking out, surveying the world from the four corners, from the north to the south behind him, to the east, and on the left hand to the west. And he's surveying all that he can see. So I mean, I'm excited. I've no idea what to expect with balloons. So guys, it's going to be a ride. But before we start, guys, yes, it's Tom's Day, and it's going to be a great Tom's Day. But guys, Urb'n Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, without further ado and without further delay, it's Tom's Day today. So hangover gang, let's check out balloons.
I miss the days when no one even...
Oh, you are joking me. Already, Tom has got me triggered. I have never seen anything like that before. And guess what, guys? If you're a marketing man, if you are a company man, if you're a businessman, if you are an entrepreneur or an entrepreneur, whichever way you want to say it, if Tom releases balloons shaped with his face, with his balaclava, I don't know if you guys call it balaclavas out there, he'd make an absolute fortune. And I'm loving the mic behind him there. Is that a Shaw mic? I might be wrong, but I think it's called a cardio something. I can't remember, but those mics are good, you know, in the mic stand there, you know. I've used a few of those mics in my time, but guys, Tom as a balloon. Really? Really? Guys, that's just too funny. It really is. And it's just a sort of thing that Tom would do, isn't it? So guys, let me check that again. I did not expect that. I mean, from this image to that fun image, really? Are you freaking kidding me? Really? Oh my goodness. Guys, I got something wrong with my throat in a minute, so hopefully you can hear me. Just let me know. I think I'm seasoned up already. I should have got a drink beforehand. But guys, let's check out balloons.
I miss the days when no one even knew my name. Now everywhere I go, I wear a hat to hide my face.
I like that. And that is the price of fame, people. The price of fame is your privacy, because people think you're public property, you know, and they think they can go up to you, touch you, jump on you, whatever. Excuse me, guys, what's going on? But trust me, guys, you know, as much as people think you're public property, you're not. You are your own person, and people should still respect you. You know, they can't just come at you at all, you know, times of the day and just expect to be heard, etc. Everyone should, you know, have their own sort of space around them. And, you know, it's just nice. If you want to come up, ask. And if Tom says I'm really busy, then respect Tom's privacy. But guys, let's check it one more time. So I think I'm going to have to cough. So apologies now. God. Guys, let's check it out. Balloons.
I miss the days when no one even knew my name. Now everywhere I go, I wear a hat to hide my face. I got weapons hidden inside every room in my place. Now I have to keep a pistol on me, always just in case.
Oh my gosh, I want to go back to that image there. And is this something that Nova's prepared? That's a great image there. So you see Tom here just chilling out. He's probably on his DMs, whatever. You see Tom, you know, as the bubble, the balloon, you know, sort of talking and telling us what's going on. And he's right, the price of fame is his privacy as well. But as well as that, there's a lot of let's just say dodgy people out there. There's a lot of people who are jealous, but there's also a lot of people who potentially are stalkers. You know, they have things in their heads where, you know, reality and fantasy and, you know, the line isn't really clear to them. So yeah, there's people who will probably trespass on your property and probably may do you some harm. So Tom, as he said, he's got guns in every room. You know, you have to protect yourself, guys. You know, I remember now who was it said protect your neck? Was that Black Moon? Protect your neck? Or was that oh gosh. Was it the Wu-Tang? I can't remember. I thought it was like Black Moon. I can't remember. But do you know what? They're right. You have to protect yourself, guys. I'm sorry to say you have to protect yourself because there are some weird people around. But let's get back into this track.
Pistol on me, always just in case. This is a nightmare. Never expected the fame to be something.
This is a nightmare. Never expected the fame. You see, it's a heavy load to carry, people. I remember a group that I love, Kool and the Gang. You know, you can't carry the weight. You know, who's going to take the weight? That's it. Not carry the weight. Who's going to take the weight? Because it's a heavy weight to carry. I mean, you're carrying the expectations of your fans, but you're also carrying the expectations of the people who hate you and want to denigrate you, because they're there to watch you fall. Your fans are there to rise you up, but your haters are there to make you fall, and they'll take great delight in making you fall. But in between that, then there's all the stress with everything that comes with fame. Yeah, there's fortune, but there's the good with the bad, you know. Trust me on that. And someone that I know always says you've got to take the, you know, you take the bad with the good. You know, he's a sportsman and he's been denigrated a lot, but he takes it the same way, good or bad. And that's all I'm going to say on that subject.
And I would wrestle with and fight to embrace. Sometimes I feel like the love I get's outweighed by the hate. I hear the tears, but I can't.
I fear the love gets outweighed by the hate. And I've said that before. I think on this channel as well, on one of the reactions I said before, because these are emotions. And I ask you guys the question, Hangover Gang, so you can answer it again, if you don't mind, in the comment section. I've always been told, or I think I've been told, that hate is a stronger emotion than love. But if I'm wrong, guys, you know, please correct me on that. Hate is a very, very powerful emotion, guys. I mean, love is a very powerful emotion, but hate drives people on to do some extraordinary things. It really does.
Fight to embrace. Sometimes I feel like the love I get's outweighed by the hate. I hid the tears, but I can't hide from the pain. I'm working 20.
Oh, that guitar. Now, is that? No, it's not. Is that a steel guitar? I don't think it's a steel guitar. I remember back in the days hearing steel guitar, and that was just so good. Sorry, Tom is just going to drop. Oh my gosh, and I just jumped into it. But guys, I'm hearing so much stuff in this track. I'm looking at the visuals. I love the close-up on Tom. You see that? Half of him is in the light, half of him is in the darkness, you know? And I think that's how, I don't know, you know, is that a subliminal? You know, maybe you live half your life in the light, what people can see, the other half of your life is what people can't see, and people don't know, like, I don't know, are you happy, you sad? I don't know. People don't know that other half of your life, but people expect to see you and to expect you to be the image that you portray at all times. It's not possible to be that way, guys. Anyway, I missed that drop, so apologies. So let's go. And there's still over 4 minutes of this track and I'm yapping. Yickety yap.
Hid the tears, but I can't hide from the pain. I'm working 20-hour days. Can't even lie to y'all, I'm burnt out. Asleep on my weight bench, trying to find the strength to work out.
I'm working 20 hours a day. I can't even lie to you, I'm burnt out. And he said he's working out on his workbench. Oh my gosh. I missed that last bit because I was yapping.
Trying to find the strength to work out. Should be happy.
Oh, he's working on his workbench but can't find the strength to work out. And that is so true, guys. You don't want to burn yourself out, but sometimes, you know, you push yourself because you're your own worst critic. You push yourself to be as good as you can be. You know, like Maslow's laws, you know, for a person to, was it self-actualization, be the best that you can be? Whoa. Whoa, let's check this out, and I'm going to shut my mouth now. Let's check out Tom.
I'm burnt out, asleep on my weight bench, trying to find the strength to work out. just went and bought my first house. Thought money would
Oh.
help cure my depression, but it's worse. How?
Oh my gosh. So profound. I thought money would cure my depression, but it's worse now. Oh my gosh. And this is so true, people. Yes, sometimes people are motivated by money. Some people are motivated by achievement. Some people are motivated by just having good friends, family around them, etc., etc. But there's something inside us which drives us. And I don't think any of us really know what it is. I mean, we have an idea, probably, but I think it drives us to do more, but also it niggles at us, at all times. So I don't think anyone is ever truly satisfied, ever. I mean, look at Richard Branson. I mean, Richard Branson has done so much in so many different fields, but he does all these weird, things where he does things, and he was injured the other day. I think he hurt himself badly the other day, but he's risking his life doing the air balloons, the fast cars, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. But there's something in Richard Branson, okay, that pushes him to be as good as he can in the business world, but also physically, there's something that he keeps pushing him to do all these adventures, these sort of like risky adventures as well. But I don't know. You let me know in the comment section. But I know what drives me. I won't say anything at the moment, but I'm driven by a lot of things, but good, bad, and indifferent as well. Trust me on that, people. But I can only speak for myself, but I know that I'm driven for certain things, and I think other people are as well. But at the same time, there are things that drive me that I'm not too sure what they are at the minute, but I'm certain at some point I might find out. But that's the journey of everyone, isn't it? Everyone has a journey in this life, from A all the way through to Z. A to Z, whatever you want to call it, but there's going to be meanderings all the way around, and those meanderings, or those ports, those stop-off points, those pit stops, are where we truly find ourselves and where we, either succeed or fail. But them's the breaks, as Curtis Blow said. Let's check out my man Tom.
It would help cure my depression, but it's worse. How? Tired of it. Lucky I don't have a manager, because I'll be firing him.
Oh, I'm tired of it. Lucky I don't have a manager, because I'll be firing him. Oh my gosh. So is the manager the scapegoat because you can't fire yourself?
Tired of talking to other artists who just want to tell me I'm inspiring them.
Oh, that's so true. Sometimes, they're not sycophants, but sometimes it's not great to hear people saying good things about you, because we all have self-doubt. And I think Tom is driven by self-doubt. What drives Tom? I don't think he minds when people say, "Oh, Tom, you're whack, you're this, you're that, you're rubbish, you're this, you're a this, you're a that, you're the other." But Tom is driven by himself. No matter what you say about Tom, like good, bad, or indifferent, Tom is driving himself. He's his own worst critic. I understand that.
Parents keep telling me they have a kid and they're thankful the child is admiring me. Great. Wanna know how I feel? I might kill myself before retiring.
Oh my gosh. And the other analogy I have with Tom, and he's just said there, that's the way he feels. And I absolutely 1000% know what Tom is saying. I know 1000%. But there's another guy I'm going to put in that same bracket as Tom. I mean, this guy he's achieved everything he's ever wanted to. And that's Tyson Fury, the boxer. I don't know the family, but I've known of them. I know people who know them, etc., etc. I've known about them for so long. But Tyson Fury is a talented boxer. To look at him, you think, oh, you're big, fat, and blah blah blah, lazy. But he was born to box from a young age, But Tyson has his own personal demons. I mean, he's a brilliant fighter. But every day he wakes up could be his last. There's things that drive us, people. There are, there are angels and demons inside us, people. Trust me on this. And do you know what? Do you know, like in the adverts and the cartoons, you see the angel on your left shoulder, your right shoulder, and the demon on your left or your right shoulder, whichever one it is, I can't remember. But you have an angel on one shoulder and a demon on the other. And these are the voices inside our head. And they're conflicting voices, guys. They really are. So I understand, Tom, exactly what he's saying. I'm just going to play that, and I really do want to shut my mouth, but Tom, I keep telling you, people, he triggers me every single time. I cannot do a Tom reaction without yapping. I really can't, and I hope I'm not upsetting you guys, but This is my true reactions. I've never heard this song before in my entire life. I've never even heard a word of it before I'm playing it, because I can't do a true reaction if I've heard it before. How can you do a true reaction? You know, because I'll tell you one thing, guys. 1992, 93, 94, in hip hop, keep it real. I've lived that throughout my entire life, ever since then. You know, there's other people in hip hop who haven't kept it real. You know, they've just been paying lip service. But every single thing I tell you people, every single thing I tell you about me, about my experiences, about the music, about hip hop, about boxing, about wrestling, about this, that, and the third, is 100% true. I do not and I will not lie to you. Same thing about when I say to you, I try not to swear on these things, because that's just the way I am. I've got nothing against swearing. I listen to music with swearing. I do swear sometimes, but I try not to do it on camera. That's just the way I roll. But guys, I live my life, keep it real. And I'm very disappointed with a lot of people who around 92, 93, 94, 95 were saying keep it real, and behind closed doors they were not keeping it real. But trust me on that, people. Trust me on that, because I do keep it real.
Tell me I'm inspiring them. Parents keep telling me they have a kid and they're thankful the child is admiring me.
Yeah.
Great. Wanna know how I feel? I might kill myself before retiring.
Oh, Tom.
I'm in the clouds. I can't reach the ground.
Oh.
They're coming in crowds. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go.
Oh my gosh, sorry, I had to go for that. Tom, just when he said he was in the clouds, sorry, something flashed into my head. What was it Eminem said that time? He said did Eminem say he's above the clouds? And there was that thing where no one was certain, was Eminem having a bit of a pop at Tom, or was Eminem actually sort of rubbing shoulders or elbows, whatever, with Tom? I don't know, but I remember he said something about the clouds, because you remember when Tom did his song a few months ago about don't look down, don't look. Oh my gosh, that was a track and a half. Don't look down. Trust me on that, people. But sorry, things trigger me. Things trigger me. I might be totally wrong, but tell me in the comment section, guys. Am I just talking phony baloney? But there you go. It's funny because remember, you know, it's good, healthy competition. Whether you're emceeing, playing football, this, that, and the third. If you're at the top of your game, there is friendly competition. Not always friendly, but there's always a bit of friendly sparring going on.
Clouds, I can't reach the ground.
Oh, up in the clouds, I can't reach the ground.
Clouds, I can't reach the ground. They're coming in crowds. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. Watch me float away while I scream no.
Oh.
I get close, they pull out their phones.
Oh.
This time we can see them explode. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow.
Oh, they want to see me pop, don't want to see me blow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They want to see me pop, but don't want to see me blow. Oh my gosh.
I'm gone, they don't wanna see me blow. Blew me up like a balloon and left me. I miss the times when I could go outside. I didn't have to watch my back out of the corner of my eye. I didn't have to fake a smile and pose for pictures all the time. Can't even lie, I miss when time was really mine. Now I just belong to everybody else but me.
But say public property. Unbelievable.
These panic attacks are making it awful hard to breathe.
Oh.
Built a vocal booth inside the crib and stopped making beats. Don't even rap, I stand inside of it and scream.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is not what I expected. I work my hands to the bone, and my anxiety is triggered by the apps on my phone. I tried deleting them so the internet would leave me alone, but the lack of attention made me feel worse than before.
This. Guys, I love this. I mean, what Tom is addressing now, he's addressing what we're beginning to see a lot more in the public life. If you're into your sport, you're seeing a lot of sportsmen and women who are quitting at the top of their games. Like, who was the American gymnast who basically she was the favorite to win a lot of gymnastic golds, and then she just had you know, she just had to step away. And there was the tennis player as well, wasn't there? Was she Japanese? I cannot remember, so I apologize. I don't know where she's from, but you know, she couldn't do her media duties, and the media was going all crazy about her, but she had to step away and just take time to yourself. Guys, there's so much pressure on us in these days, you know, there's pressure here, there's pressure there, and you know, Tom is actually speaking out on a topic which a lot of people haven't really spoken about. And to be honest with you, when you look at sports, and I've been involved in bits and pieces, and so if you're in a sport like boxing, or if you're in, let's just call it a sport for now, you know, no, it's not particularly a sport, but hip hop, you are being judged at every single aspect, and particularly in boxing, you either win, lose, or draw. So I'm just going to flip this over. I'm sick of it all. Sorry, my finger was on the button there, so I had to release it. But if you're in boxing, you win, lose, or draw. And when you win, you have the highest highs you can ever imagine. But when you lose, you're at your lowest lows. And you are judged on whether you're a winner or a loser. And it's the same thing in hip hop as well. Because if your music blows and it's really good, and you've got your fans, blah, 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 that's great. But if it drops, you know, and no one's like picking it up, etc., people say, oh, you know, you've lost it, you've slipped off, you've fallen off, blah, 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 blah. So literally you're being judged every single thing you do. Every time you release a record, every time you go in the studio, blah, 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 you're putting pressure on yourself. And I think I understand what Tom's saying. And, you know, it's like, being famous is a double-edged sword. It's nice to know that you're being appreciated, but you're being judged at every single second of the day. It's hard. Life is not easy, people. It's hard. That's why I say look after yourselves, take care of each other. Life is hard. Now watching me trip when I fall, embarrassed that everyone witnesses all. Oh, watch me trip and I fall. Guys, I'm going to rewind that again, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut now, because I think this was a really important verse that Tom has dropped. Right, let's check this verse one last time.
Out of it and scream. Like, this is not what I expected. I work my hands to the bone, and my anxiety is triggered by the apps on my phone. I tried deleting them so the internet would leave me alone.
Oh, I like
but
that.
The lack of attention made me feel worse than before.
Oh my
I'm sick of it all. The internet watching me trip when I fall.
See, I missed that. So this is such and I can't remember what the word is. It's like a dichotomy. So it's like you can't live with it, but you can't live without it, you know. So he's saying he deleted the apps on his phone because, you know, the internet, all the people having access to him. But once the people don't have access to him and Tom doesn't have access to the people, the anxiety and everything gets worse. So literally we're living in a cycle of just perpetual, just pressure, tension, anxiety. You can't live with, it's like the chicken and egg. You can't live with one, but you can't live without it. Whoa. That's just, whoa.
Embarrassed that everyone witnesses all. My illness isn't real time, man, I'm addicted to y'all. Rappers on Twitter don't get me involved. I'm posing for photos with fans in the mall and dying inside pretending I'm strong. I'm not a celebrity, I'm just Tom.
I'm not a celebrity, I'm just Tom. Oh my gosh. I'm not a celebrity, I'm just Tom. Oh my gosh.
I miss the years when every Friday wasn't spent with my therapist.
Missed the years when every Friday wasn't spent with his therapist. Guys, things are looking up, Tom, because Fridays now are your day. It's Tom's day.
Then I realized I hated fame and accepted I'm scared of it. I got Ativan, Ciprolex, Xanax, and Seroquel in a Tupperware container. I don't touch, I just stare at them. Breathe.
Oh my gosh. That's really hard, and I've heard this before in other areas. So literally, where people who are alcoholics and people who have addictions to other things, sometimes they take the entity they have the addiction to and they have it in front of them. It's almost like punishing themselves twice. It's a weird one, guys. You know, I mean, there's self-harm, but there's, yeah, but I understand that. I can understand that 100%. It's a hard one, actually. It's really, really hard.
Then exercise is supposed to help me to cope, but nothing works quite as good as a bottle of Jack and a smoke. I try to focus on my breath, but it gets stuck in my throat. This never happened back when I was young and happy and broke.
focus on your breath. They get stuck in your throat. And I've had that many years ago. I had an anxiety attack. My gosh, it was one of the worst things I've ever gone through. But the one thing about that is if you can focus, catch your breath, slow it down, that's you bring yourself down from the panic. The panic's raw. Trust me on that, people. I don't even want to go into that panic attack. That was scary, 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 scary.
I never thought I'd be the rapper all these rappers trying to be. Posting 20 times a day, now I don't have no privacy. Meeting with these major labels, CEOs with giant teams. If y'all want to do business, why are y'all trying to lie to me? I'm bored of the fame. Every time it feels fresh again, I'm getting
All
more
the
to say.
fame.
Interviewers think they know who I am. They made up their mind before I explain. Well, because you asked so nice, I guess I'll tell. Ain't been feeling too hot lately, Jim. Is there anything else? Great, cause lately every day I feel like I'm living in hell. I'm glad the music helps you, but I might really kill myself. When this magazine gets printed, can you send one to my house? I'd like to own a tiny piece of me like everybody else. Watch me float away, well I scream no. Anytime I get close, they pull out their phones. But maybe this time we can see them explode. Put me up like a balloon and let me go.
Oh. That is great. So just before the chorus, he was saying that, he wished he could own a piece of himself like everyone else does. And it's funny because he doesn't actually feel like he is his own person. It's almost like, when you have a caricature of yourself kind of thing. Whoa. But the balloon bit, I love that. It's just the balloon and let him go so you can sail away, just float away and be free. And yeah, I love that track. Lynyrd Skynyrd, Free as a Bird. Oh, just fantastic. But I do understand that, guys. Oh, I love this chorus.
They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow. The reason that I'm gone, they don't wanna see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left me.
Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. Oh my gosh. Just let me be free. So it almost is like you're a prisoner, but in a cell with no bars and no walls. Whoa. Video by Nova Rockefeller and Dave MacDonald. Dave MacDonald. Okay. Nova, you done another good job. Love that guitar. Guys, that track really made me think. Oh my goodness. I really, really think that was a great track. And to be honest with you, it reminds me of a few Tom MacDonald tracks that just really made me think. Oh my goodness. I really like that. I mean, guys, let me know in the comments section. Sorry, my mind has just got to wandering. Let me know in the comments section, guys. Good, bad, or indifferent. How do you feel about that track, Balloons? Oh my gosh. I think the last time I heard a track from Tom MacDonald, and actually it wasn't the last time, but I keep thinking back to Don't Look Down. I don't know why. I mean, musically, etc., they're nothing alike, but for some reason I've got the same feeling and the same inside me when I heard Don't Look Down. Whoa. Whoa. Because I do know that Tom said a couple of weeks back as well that he was absolutely exhausted. He's absolutely exhausted because he's been, as he said, 20-hour days, but literally for the last 20 odd months, Tom has just not stopped. And literally, we're human beings, we're not machines. We cannot go 24/7, 365. We need time just to unwind, just to wind the batteries down, and to, just to build ourselves up again. I mean, I hope Tom can take a bit of a break now. I mean, this is a great track, really great track, but we have to remember that, we are human beings. We all need a bit of loving. We all need a bit of time to ourselves. We do need sometimes to have our ego stroked, but but we need to be around our friends, etc. as well. But my thoughts on this track are, I absolutely, yeah, I can relate to every single thing Tom said, every single thing he said, and it's so true. It's so true. So you spend half your life looking for something. It's so funny, people. You spend half your life going towards a goal, and then literally, either as you just about to achieve that goal, or you've just got the goal, you look back over your shoulder, and sometimes you think, it's a funny thing to say, but you think, was the journey worth it? Or the other way, you think, I just have to keep pushing forward because there's probably another goal, because this goal hasn't satisfied you. But I think I spoke to a lot of people get to a point, and sometimes they hanker for what they had before. So whether it was halfway down the journey or 3/4 the way down the journey, sometimes they hanker back to the past. It's funny, people. We're human beings. We don't understand everything in this world. We don't understand how we're driven. We don't understand why we do certain things. We work towards a goal. We work towards a target. That's how we are. But sometimes achieving that target doesn't satisfy us. Sometimes it actually makes us feel worse off. We're not happy. It's a weird thing, people. So we just have to respect each other and just respect people. And if they're not happy, be there for them if you can, and hopefully help them over the hump. Because at some point we can get over that hump and go on to do better things, or just go on to enjoy life. But I absolutely love that, guys. That is a great track from Tom, and it shows he is literally growing as an artist. That was a track and a half, people. Really, a track and a half. And I hope it helps a lot of people who are in the same boat. There's a lot of people who, for some reason, we're not fulfilled, we're not happy, but we feel trapped. We feel trapped. And sometimes we don't know how to release ourselves from the cell that we're in. But guys, I dropped another reaction this morning. I asked you guys if I should hold back on it, wait for this one and release that. But I dropped Hangman last night. I really like that track as well. That's quite an old one from Tom, but I think it's absolutely brilliant. Another absolutely solid track from Tom. But I love this track, guys. I hope you liked the reaction. I'm so sorry I've gone on a lot, and I hope I haven't ruined it for you. But guys, that is my reaction, and I really don't know what to say. It was fantastic. It's every time Tom does a track, he lays his heart on his sleeve. I think that's what you say, is it? You lay your heart on your sleeve. And yeah, I think as 100%, he is a great artist, 100%. And I am glad to say I'm Hangover Gang. Trust me on that, people. I'm glad. I don't care if people say this, that, and third. I'm Hangover Gang. I'm in it for the long haul. And guys, I hope you have a great Tom's Day. And at the same time, please, can you like, share and subscribe and hit that notification bell just to help Urb'n Barz push on a lot. And I'm looking to do a few more Tom MacDonald reactions over the next few days. But I'm going to go back and listen to this track. Balloons was marvellous. It was just, there's so much to pick into that song. So much to pick into it. I hope that my reaction was okay. I hope it was okay. In my head, I just feel it was very disjointed. So I really apologize if you guys didn't get a good reaction from me. But I absolutely adore you guys. And I'm so grateful for what you've done for me as well. I mean, my journey's, I'm literally just starting on my journey. I've had a few pit stops. They've all been good so far. You guys have been fantastic, all of you. And I appreciate you 100%. And yeah, just let me know, guys, in the comment section. As I say to everyone, the comment section is your section, guys. Network, get to know each other, guys, in the comment section. That's the only thing I can give back to you guys, is you can have your say in the comment section, you can network with each other, etc. And that's what I like, that is what I would like. But guys, have an absolute great Tom's Day, have a great weekend, look after yourselves, take care of yourselves, look after each other, and have a great weekend, guys, and hopefully see you at the next reaction.